I really hope I don't cut my finger this time when I open this box. That was ugly. What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sneaker Sports and Life. This is your boy SportsGuyQ with another unboxing. I told you a while ago I had 3 packages. Unboxed 2 of them. You can see on this side got the CEO 16s. On this side got the way away Year of the Horses. Picked those both up. This one from from GoDaddy. This one from Nike. Surprise, unexpected, super dope release. This is a shoe that I've been trying to find for a while and found it for a great price. Both videos are up. Be sure to check those out. If you haven't, like them, do all that stuff, and just get tapped into the channel. But this was a pickup that I have been looking for a while. Surprisingly, it sold out when it initially released, I think either 1 or 2 years ago. And it shocked me because this isn't a model of a shoe that you would expect to release and sell out as quickly as it did. Another colorway of this shoe subsequently released and did the same number. So I think what happened, Nike has been putting Nike and I'm gonna go ahead and say Jordan brand release these in limited quantities and they move quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and open the box and get to it and talk about what's in here. So, I already told you kind of what the whole situation was, but that gives you another hint. And also, the good thing about this pickup is from StockX. So I tested out GOAT. This is my StockX pickup, and we get to see and compare how the whole process was with both of them. And speaking of StockX, I don't know if anybody else has ever done this, but I accidentally sold a pair of shoes. Alright, okay, SportsGuyQ. How do you accidentally sell a pair of shoes? I had put a pair of shoes, the Air Jordan French gray, Flint gray, whatever, 14s. I put them up for sale and didn't expect anybody to buy them. I put them up for $190 and forgot about it. Was going about my business, and sometime last week I checked my email because I didn't get a notification, didn't get anything about that, and they were like, we need you to, your product has been sold. I'm like, oh. Now keep in mind, this was a shoe I had bought, had been sitting in the closet dead stock for a while. Liked the shoe, actually kind of loved the shoe, but I had the military 4s, similar colorway, the blue, gray, white, and hadn't been wearing them because I've been wearing my military 4s. Lions fan, it fits the whole color scheme perfect. And I was like, I'm gonna wait until I get me a Lions jersey. And put the shoe up for sale, not thinking that anybody would buy it, and sure enough, somebody bought it. And what makes things worse, shortly after I sold the shoe, I go and check out the other sales for the shoe. I undersold on the shoe. Is what it is. I shipped out the shoe the day before Halloween. They got the shoe. StockX got the shoes, authenticated it, and sent me my money. So I got my money for a shoe, but I'm kind of hurt that I sold it, but it is what it is. I actually have a couple other pairs of shoes up there on StockX that those I realize if they sell, they sell. I'm not too upset about it. One is the Oreo Ultra Boost. I like the shoe. It's just I have my eyes set on something else, and if I can sell those, that will make it obsolete of having both of these shoes. So, and I made sure for those I actually put the price a little bit higher than what I wanted. So if somebody buys them, they bought it for a good price. Also I put the CEO 16s up there, but I think the price is so high. If somebody jumps for those, I have no choice but to sell them, because I'm asking $400 for them. But if they don't sell them, and the closer we get to the holidays, I might go ahead and keep them. Also, I put up there, and this is just a test sale because once again the price is so high. I put the 2017 Royals Air Jordan 1s up there, asking for almost $300. If somebody's willing to pay $300 for them, they can have them. But if not, they're gonna go back into my collection. I'm gonna eventually wear them because I pulled them out to check them. That leather is beautiful, but that's neither here nor there. Time to get into this, and for two reasons: to show the shoe, but also talk about the whole StockX process. As you can see, get stickers. I've seen this sticker enough checking out Q the Queen video, aka StockX Queen, aka High on the Throne in Detroit. I guess it's the Flint to Detroit connection. So I've seen enough of this. It says, "Welcome to the future of sneakers and the future of commerce. You are one of the first people in the world to use stock marketing of things." Okay. And they give you opportunity to get featured on the site. The receipt, all that good stuff. And here's the shoe. I might have to darken it might be too washed out, but it's the Air Jordan Low Cobalt IEs. This is a shoe, like I said, I've been looking for a while. Didn't think that it was gonna sell out, but it did. And now that I have it, and I got this for a steal. How much? I think this shoe retails for $170. I ended up getting the shoe for $138. I had seen it on a couple of different websites, even on the GOAT, that a used pair of shoes on GOAT was going for a lot more than this. So when I saw the opportunity to get these shoes for way under retail, I couldn't pass on it. Not much of a, this is a good white, I don't want to say summer shoe, but good substitute for those who don't necessarily wear Air Force Ones or like the Hirachis, all whites and all that stuff. Had to go buy some crepe because I got to spray these, because I'm not having these touch outside until those are sprayed. But definitely a good shoe. Checking it out, everything checks out. Dead stock. Yep, shoestrings all intact, haven't been worn. That's just one shoe. This one shoe. Here's the StockX authenticated tag, so everything continues to check out. The carbon fiber looks good. Definitely a shoe that you can wear every day if need be. Good pickup, and like I said, because of the fact I was able to get it for almost $45 under retail, I cannot knock this hustle. I was going to do a separate video, but I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about it now. The experience with StockX and GOAT app. GOAT is cool. Only thing with GOAT is, one thing I do like about GOAT, they give you a step-by-step breakdown of where your shoe is, and they let you know from the time that you secured the order to every different point in the process. It gives a checkoff mark, so you know, okay, you won the shoe, you paid for the shoe, the seller has been notified, the seller sent the shoe to GOAT, GOAT has verified it, and now the shoe is on the route, and it gives you the routing number, all that stuff, so you can check it. StockX, they only just, they say it's a process of where they have you waiting, where you don't really know, okay, it's en route, it's been received, it's out for processing. I mean, for those who want the detailed information about that, I think you might be better off going with GOAT. But one thing I have noticed, GOAT prices are a little bit higher. I don't know why, but I've seen a lot more steals and deals on StockX, and there's some people out here that can confirm this. I've seen more steals on StockX than I have on GOAT. And just off of that, the fact that I know they only deal with dead stock shoes is something that I feel a lot more comfortable with. Whereas GOAT, you might be able to have somebody sneak in a shoe that they're claiming is dead stock, but because they allow used shoes to come in, it may kind of fall up under the radar. And I would hate to get a shoe that is new, that is claimed to be new, but it's not. So I gotta give the edge to StockX, and plus it's a Detroit-based company. Shout out to Dan Gilbert for establishing this opportunity, because for so long, only thing that we really had to go off of was the local consignment stores and eBay. And eBay is something I still haven't gotten used to using as far as with sneakers, because it's too easy to get caught up with the fakes. And I know we've seen the articles, I know we've had the conversations with even with StockX and GOAT, that you may find it where somebody can, how authentic are these shoes? Are they really checking the whole process? Is the person that's checking the shoes skilled enough to know the difference between a fake this and a fake that? Now with a shoe like this, who would make a fake of this? If it's a fake, you got too much time in your hand. Now when you get into the whole process with, I know the Dornbecker 4s were, there were a lot of fakes of those, and there are a lot of people that I respect in the game that say they would not buy that shoe from an online site because it's too hard to tell the difference. You have some people out here that make great fakes for Yeezys, or when you get into the whole popular shoe, the limited shoe, like the 11s, for the Air Jordan 11 patent leathers. There are a lot of those shoes that end up being replicated, the B grades and the duplicates, the replicas. Those are the shoes that you have to worry about. I don't really see myself being in a position to buy a shoe like that from StockX or even GOAT, so I don't have to worry about it as much. But every shoe I've seen that I've kind of put my sights on either one of these sites, if you are out here making fakes of those, you got too much time. And even if I end up with a fake from that, outside of having to pay, other than the fact I may have paid more under the impression that this is a real shoe, if I'm paying $40 or $150 and I get a fake and it's a good fake, I got, and I just need to deal with it and overcome it. But if I'm paying $400 under the guise of me thinking, okay, this is a shoe that's $100 to $200 over retail, it better be real, then give me my real shoe. So all in all, both processes were pretty good. I like StockX for selling. The selling process in StockX is a lot more easier. All you have to do is just if you have the shoe in your portfolio, just put it up there. Put it up for sale. You don't have to go through too much. Whereas with StockX, and I tried playing around with the process last night, they make you take pictures of the shoe, do all this different angles, and I'm like, for what? Don't you have the shoe catalog? And once the shoe gets to you, wouldn't you be able to tell? But I guess maybe because they have a different location for fakes, and not necessarily fakes, but for dead stock shoes and used shoes. But if I'm claiming that the shoe is dead stock and you find out that it's used, send it back to me and make me start the process again as a used shoe. That's all. But the whole selling on StockX, like I said, I got caught up because it's that easy. It's not hassle. You don't have to worry about it. They send you the shipping, so the shipping information. So you just find a box for a shoe, which I now have 2, and you put the old shoe in there. I think it's some paperwork that you send along with it. You put it in the shoe box, tape the box up, and you take it to the local UPS store, and you're done. So that makes it so much easier. And right after they authenticate the shoe, you get paid through PayPal. So like I said, I already got my money for the Air Jordan 14s. Set that money aside, and what I'm going to be doing for any of the shoes that I do sell online, I got to find a way of putting that in a different account, because that's going to be my big shoe acquisition money, because I'm trying to get rid of some of the shoes I don't sell that are still dead stock, in hopes of being able to acquire some big time purchases without having to use my already have money. So if I sell shoes, it's going to buy other shoes. But before I get up out of here, thanks for checking out this video, which should be up by the end of the day. This is Friday. Always off on Fridays. The weekends on tap. College football, crazy. Only got 1 month left in the season. But this is a big weekend down here in Dallas. The resurgent SMU Mustangs take on the undefeated 18th ranked UCF Knights in their homecoming game. This is a big opportunity for SMU to get a win against the undefeated ranked team. If they can pull this off, this may be the win that causes them to lose Chad Morris. I know they want to talk about it, but as he starts to build that resume up of being a coach that can rebuild and restore a program, other big name schools are going to want him. So if he upsets UCF and they get to 7-8 wins this season, this might be the last season for Chad Morris and SMU. And I think everybody that are real fans in the area, they knew what was coming. He was brought in to rebuild this program and establish himself as a top-notch head coach, and he's done that. So if he goes to a bigger program, Texas A&M or some other school out back east, it is what it is. They just got to make sure they get a replacement coach that is just in the same ilk. Michigan plays Minnesota Saturday night. Little Brown Jug, big game. Michigan State takes on Penn State. Rebound game for the Nittany Lions. As I called it last week, if you checked out my Big Ten hits on Sports Q&A, I picked Ohio State. I figured that the home field advantage and the fact that JT Barrett was playing well in Ohio State defense was going to slow down Saquon Barkley enough. I got worried, as you can see, as most of the country did, because we saw Penn State under control, have their game under control for 3 quarters. But James Franklin took his foot off their neck, and slowly but surely, Ohio State came back. And I think this is the question that they're starting to have now about Franklin. Can he win when the pressure's on? He beat Michigan. Yeah, you were expected to beat Michigan. Now let's see, okay, you lose to Ohio State. Can you bounce back against Michigan State? Michigan State is going to be coming gunning for you, because this is a game, top 10 game for them. Top 10 win for them. I think they're ranked 24th in the college football playoff rankings, which is, as I don't know why Baker Mayfield was crying about Oklahoma being behind Ohio State. Now they're not, and it is what it is. But this is a big opportunity for State to continue to show people that last year was a fluke if they can get this win. So that's a big matchup. Zeke is free again. Talking about the NFL, I don't get this. I don't understand it. One day we'll figure it out. Tough loss for Houston. Deshaun Watson, who was and still may be the NFL Rookie of the Year, was having a great season towards ACL. This was how crazy 24 hours goes. Houston was just celebrating the World Series. Shout out to Justin Verlander, former Tiger, for finally getting a ring. I know some people were upset about that, but it is what it is. He delayed that trade to Houston as long as possible because he wanted to stay in Detroit, but he went to a contender, got the ring, and he can cement himself as one of the best pitchers in the history of baseball. But a lot of stuff going on. Basketball is still underway. Lonzo Ball, some people calling him a bust already. Had a conversation with a guy on Instagram about that, but still too soon in that. But all this stuff is coming forward. Be sure to check out my site, Sports Q&A. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, hit the like button. Do all that you can. Stay tuned, stay connected, and I have some more videos on the way. Enjoy your weekend. This is your boy, SportsGuyQ, Sneaker Sports and Life, and I'm out.